This is SportsCenter.
On this episode of SportsCenter, we will be covering the District 8 girls basketball tournament. The first two rounds started out slow, but the tournament ended with a barn burner of a championship game. That's all coming up on SportsCenter right now!
Hello and welcome to SportsCenter. I'm Sarah Hagler along with rookie Austin States. Once the regular season was done for the girls, the matchups were set for the district tournament to be held in the North Star Gym in Candu. The top two seeds received byes, so the first round saw the lower seeds in action. The first game was a matchup between the heavily favored Rolla Bulldogs and the St. John Woodchucks. St. John came out with an aggressive start against the Bulldogs as Maddie Poitra knocks down the three. Rolla answers back though with a three of their own from senior guard Brenna Jacobson. Allie Vondell swishes that one from the parking lot. She was tough to stop as she scored a total of 30 points. Not only was she effective around the arc, but also in the paint as she faked out the defense with her left-handed post moves. Poitra knocks down the 16-footer for two of her total 18 points of the night. She then dishes out to Calm, who pops the three. The three ball was falling for Vondell as she drains her fourth one of the night. St. John's outside shooting was not looking too bad either, as Poitra fires it from behind the arc. Bulldog Cheyenne Danielson decides to get in the scoring column with a three of her own. The Woodchucks get some offense going as Hoover gets an open two off a screen from Calm. Vondell and the Bulldogs were too much for St. John as Vondell makes an easy cut in the lane for two more points. Poitra had a nice offensive game leading the Woodchucks, but that was not enough to overcome the Bulldogs. Rolla easily came out victorious, winning by a margin of 21 points.
The second game of the night featured the number 3 and number 6 seeds. The Langdon area Munich Cardinals took on the Dunseith Dragons, and the outcome was never in doubt.
Ashley Fetch kicks out to freshman Jordan Worley to start out the game with a three. Dunseith's forward Journey Azure uses her body to post up under the basket to get the easy 2 points. Here Kaylee Anderson uses a quick pump fake to go around the defender, then does a nice Euro step to finish with a basket. Shannon Smith sets a screen to open up Darian Gladue for the open three. Madison Hart receives an inbound pass from Fetch to drain the shot at the buzzer. Then she uses her quickness to steal the ball for the easy bucket. Crystal Watzlaff uses her height to find Bryn Crockett for the end one. Anderson drives in the lane and dishes to Hart for the deep two. After a fight for the loose ball, Caitlin Davis comes up with it for the 2 points. Anderson passes to Worley for the baseline layup. Davis buries the three with the D draped all over her. Madison Hart led her team to victory, scoring 14 points on the night. Langdon got to the free throw line a lot, but only made 14 out of 26.
Hi, I'm Kristen Murchie, along with Christian Coolving. We'll be covering the second round of tournament action. On night 2, the number 1 seeded North Star Bearcats finally got their turn as they took on the Rolla Bulldogs. North Star defeated Rolla in the regular season by a score of 58-47. Rolla tends to rely on Allie Vondell for a lot of their scoring, so if the Bearcats could contain her, the result would be in the Bearcats' favor. Rolla senior Carly Hendrickson finds a pass to Brenna Jacobson at half court as she gets an outlet pass to Ann Bryan as she gets the easy layup. Bearcat Madison Borsted finds center Macy Coolving down low. Peyton Halverson gets one of her 9 assists of the game to Miller, who puts up a nice 3-point basket. Macy Coolving finds Madison Borsted at the 3-point line for a beautiful shot. Carly Hendrickson passes in the ball from out of bounds to Brenna Jacobson for another 3 points. Cheyenne Danielson is wide open on the 3-point line as she gets a pass from Ann Bryan. Peyton Halverson gets a steal and makes an outlet pass to Stephanie Miller, who runs down for a layup. Senior Bulldog Allie Vondell uses her strength to push down the lane to score on Macy Coolving. Carly Hendrickson waits for the pass from Ann Bryan and puts up a wide open three. The Bearcats' outstanding press defense allows Sarah Hagler to steal the ball and turn around for a nice left-handed layup. Macy Coolving gets a pass from Madison Borsted as she uses her height to tower over Allie Vondell for a smooth shot. Stephanie Miller led the team in points with 20 on the night, with Macy Coolving right behind with 18 and Sarah Hagler with 17. Rolla senior Allie Vondell ended the night with a team-high 15 points. Peyton Halverson got a season-high for the team with 9 assists.
For the second game of the night, the Rolette Wolford Comets were without their star player Lexi Whitmire, who was out with mono. With that, Langdon seemed to have the advantage, and it showed in this game. Langdon used their height to their advantage. They used the high-low to get Anderson an easy layup. The Cardinals are known for their pressure defense, and it shows as Crockett lays this one in. It looked like Rolette had found their range as Slaba nails this jumper. Kinsey Martinson needed to step up big, and she does her part as she finishes around the rim. Let's stretch out the defense as Walsh knocks down a three. Langdon looked to turn up the tempo and get to the hole during this game. Madison Hart was in the right place at the right time for this layup. Worley has played well this year as a freshman as she splits the defense and finishes strong. Crockett attacks the rim hard and gets the foul. Hart leads the transition play and goes in for the easy two. Roulette finally gets a shot to go as Martinson finishes at the hoop. Langdon attacks the basket hard and gets another layup to go down. Langdon had a well-balanced scoring night as Anderson and Hart had 14 and 12 respectively. Kinsey Martinson came up big in this one, finishing with 10 points. For coverage of the championship night, I'm now joined by Quentin Sears, the turncoat from Benson County. The final night featured the region qualifying games, starting with a matchup between Dunseith and Rolla. Dunseith had only won one game all season, and the Bulldogs easily pulled ahead of the Dragons to secure their spot at the region tournament. Rolla's game plan was clear early as they find Vandell for the and one. Dunseith used their speed to their advantage as Gladue finds a lane to the basket. Rolla's three-point shooting was on this night as Hendrickson nails a three. Vandell found another lane to the basket as she finishes with contact. The bank looked to be open on this day as Darian Gladue nails a tray. The Dragons use a size advantage on this play as she finishes and the foul. Vandell looked unstoppable as she finishes through three people. Rolla uses their screens well and it shows as they find a clear alley to the hoop. It looked like the game was over, but that didn't stop the Dragons from nailing this long two-pointer. Allie Vandell showed just how dominant she can be as she put up 32 points, leading all scorers. In a losing effort, Darian Gladue finished with 18 points.
The second game of the evening was also a region qualifying game with the Rowlett-Wolford Comets taking on the St. John Woodchucks. The Comets were still without their star, but St. John had also only won one game all season, so it wouldn't make much difference on this night.
Junior Hannah Walsh gets a pass to Selvig at the three-point line. Jocelyn Braunberger brings the ball up the court and shoots around the defender for 2 points. Sophomore Slaybaugh gives the ball over to Walsh, who puts up a bank three. Larissa Hoover drives the ball down the court and gets in a 2-point layup. Kinsey Martinson uses her height to get inside for an offensive rebound and puts it in the basket. Another offensive rebound for Martinson allows for another easy putback. Senior Alicia Kahn takes the ball to the basket, avoiding all defense. In the end, Rowlett came away with the 45-37 victory over the Woodchucks. Freshman Kinsey Martinson stepped up for the Comets and had a game-high 19 points, including 11 of 11 from the free throw line. St. John was led in scoring by Alicia Kahn with 12.
The championship game matched the number 3 Langdon Area Munich Cardinals and the number 1 North Star Bearcats. When these two teams met in the regular season, the Cardinals jumped off to an early lead, only to see the Bearcats quickly catch up and pull away throughout the remainder of the game. Anyone who was expecting the same result this night was quickly proven wrong. To start out the game, Halverson finds Borstead cutting to the hoop for an easy two. The Langdon Cardinals are known to be more of an attacking team, but they extend their range as Kaylee Anderson nails this jumper. If you drive into the lane against the Bearcats, you usually get blocked, but Crockett finds a way to put this one in. The jump shots were not falling on this night, but Hegler knocks this one down. Langdon was very aggressive on the board as Cartez gathers her own miss and scores. Using their athleticism, the Cardinals were able to get to the basket and get easy shots. The Bearcats finally used their height to their advantage as Quilvain gets to the hole. The Cardinals went to the boards once again on this play as Cartez puts another one down. The use of the pump fake is overlooked, but Anderson uses it well here. Langdon was looking for a big shot, and they got it here to tie the game up. Quilvain worked hard all night and got the and one on this play. Miller found good position into the hoop and put this one back home. When the Cardinals needed a three, Madison Hart came up big as she ties the game up at 56. The Bearcats look like they sealed the game up for good as Quilvain gets the rebound to put North Shore up 2 with 8 seconds left. A last-second shot by Langdon was blocked by Quilvain, sealing the fate for the Langdon Cardinals. The two-headed monster showed up once again for the Bearcats. Quilvain finished with 24 points and Hagler finished with 19. Bryn Crockett was a nice surprise for the Cardinals as she finished with 12 points. That's it for this episode of SportsCenter. Thanks for watching, and make sure you tune in next time when we have coverage of the girls region and the boys district tournament. Don't just have a good night, have a can-do night.